I have a question for all of you. Have you started using AI yet? And if yes, what has your experience been so far? I've been reporting to you guys every week. I broke up with fear, shame, and guilt. My name is Michelle Simon, and I've been doing videos for almost 7 years every week, and I haven't missed a week yet, guys, which is amazing. I have the gift of persistency. Consistency and persistence. How about that? I just got done doing the Tony Robbins 3-day, but it's only day one of this AI Advantage Summit, which is so helpful because I found out I love to learn. I just didn't love to learn in school the way they taught when I was growing up. I'm 54 now, so when I was growing up in school, I did not do well. I did not learn how they were teaching. I wasn't good on my own, and I do better by audio, which is amazing. I listen to books all the time, and I listen to videos and watch videos, and it's like I cannot absorb enough information. And it was the way I was brought up. I used to think I was so stupid. And I found out I am not one bit stupid. The way I was being taught wasn't good for me. And as a result of that, and being around an older sister and younger brother who did extremely well in school, I just thought I was so dumb. And I have found out I am not dumb at all. And a couple years ago, one of the ways that I found out how I'm not dumb is I made a song years ago, and I was never in the music business. I don't sing. I don't know anybody in the music business. And I was able to get a song recorded and placed in 432 Texas roadhouses for my very first song that I ever made in my whole life. And I never knew that was good because I didn't know. So anyway, I'm finding out a lot of things about myself as I'm getting older, and I'm learning who I am. And you guys, not only do I walk the walk, I used to talk the walk, and now I am dancing the dance. So I have come full circle, and everything you guys I tell you about, I do all the time. And I've talked to you how I suffer from depression, which I hate. I've had headaches since February. I'm actually going to another neurologist. Is it neurologist? Yeah, neurologist tomorrow. And they're going to maybe, hopefully, put Botox for my headaches. So I'm excited to find out about that. And then also, I've been reporting to you guys about my car, my SUV. I haven't heard anything back from Lexus yet. And I haven't created my AI song yet. I did have a couple done, but I want to redo it. So I have to do that. So I'm working on a bunch of different things, but it feels like there's not enough time in the day. And I've been this week exhausted. Like today, I was like so tired and burnt out. I was supposed to meet with my girlfriend and walk. And after I went line dancing, and I could go to line dancing, and then I got to do the Tony Robbins AI, I hope it's Advantage Summit. I hope I'm saying it right. But it is amazing what people know and what this AI can do. And it's helping me put a plan together of all the things that I can do. It's going to create a website for me and help me hone all of this stuff in, because I'm extremely creative and I'm a creator, and I was never a planner. I was a winger. And I heard, guess what? That's what angels do. They wing it. And I have been a winger my whole life. And it was great until it wasn't. And I've learned I need to not only, that's a great asset to have, is being able to wing things, but it's also a great asset to have to be a planner and to learn how to put the two together and collaborate is what I've always needed help with. And it's amazing because most of the people that are drawn to me now are people who were great at planning and putting things together, but they're so burnt out from always putting things together and for everybody else, and now they're exhausted. And because I relied on other people to do all that and criticized their process, by the way, which I'm so sorry I did that to you, anybody who has been a planner and put things together, and I was a criticizer until I was able to step forward and realize it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of courage to step up, to put yourself out there, only to have people who were like me who would criticize and say everything you didn't do. But what I've learned along the way is I am super psychic and I'm super intuitive, and I can see and read in between the lines. And it's funny because when I was growing up, everybody's like, she didn't say that. She didn't. And I'm like, oh, yes, she did. I learned how to read in between what people said and what they were actually doing. And what I've learned from is what people don't do and how they react. And a lot of times what I've learned, people sabotage themselves at the very end. If you trigger somebody or give somebody, you know, like if I've learned this with all of my lawsuits, that a lot of times, or I don't want to say lawsuits, but when I've had to move on from a different doctor or to a different lawyer or from a different relationship, people get very nasty at the end, and they usually shoot themselves in the foot or, you know, put a sock in their mouth. And that's where I've learned to benefit from that. And that's where I've learned I was right. That was true. And a lot of times I was sorry I didn't do it sooner. But my process is, you know, it takes what it takes for me to learn lessons. And I want to tell you guys too, I do suffer with this depression. And I don't want to say suffer, but I'm starting to like not be so ashamed of it as I tell you every time that I have depression, because I always related it to I'm lazy, which I'm not lazy. I am abstinent off of sugar, flour, wheat, caffeine, now dairy. I went on and off with the dairy, but I'm off of the dairy now. And my arm was hurting so bad. And it is not hurting nearly as much as it was since I've cut the dairy out, which, you guys, I have the weirdest stuff. I've had doctors say, we've never seen this before. This has never happened before. I am that person. I also started celery juicing in June or July, and I haven't stopped yet. So every time, what I've learned how to do too is how to incorporate, instead of starting off balls to the wall and then have to pull back and be like, I can't do this anymore. Now I feel like a failure. I've learned to start small and add more in instead of add everything in and then have to take it away. And that's what a lot of people do, is what I did, but I felt like I was the only one who did that stuff. And now I realize the whole world does it. And I thought I did that because I'm an alcoholic and I'm an addict and because I'm, you know, recovering. And this is what everybody does. And it's so funny. I got to share this with you because this is hysterical. My ex-brother-in-law, who was my favorite brother-in-law ever, Tom, he told Angelo, people who drink beer go to jail. And Angelo was like 3, and he's like, people who drink beer go to jail? And my brother-in-law's like, well, everybody I know did. So it just cracks me up. But people I know have gone to jail. And they're my people. So thanks so much for watching. Please stay tuned, stay safe, and I will see you all next week. And I'm still working on my plan of how I'm going to get to Nashville. So thanks for watching.